Oh, definitely. It's setting a very bad precedent. And the fact in which it has been dealt with, allegation against a woman leader who is doing pretty well and who does not conform to the norm. And so that will deter. Already we have a very, as you said, dismal performance in terms of women's leadership in all spheres of life, and particularly in our parliament. And we talk every day, and the government always talks, the people in parliament always talk about women's leadership. We respect women, and we must have more women in parliament, and so on. But actually we don't walk the talk. And what has happened this time is it's sending out very wrong signals to women. Women's leadership is often judged by her personal, and particularly by her sexual behavior. So as you see, where's the second party here? We're not talking about him. Where is he here? We're not talking about him. And as I said, and I've been saying, I've got my years. I've been here for over 35 years doing this work, and I look at Parliament, and I see the affairies, the sexual harassers. It's full of them. Wife beaters, girlfriend beaters. I have seen them all in there, but no one judges them by all those things. It's the woman who is. And again, if we all, and the media has been very bad at this. Sex and scandal, sex and drug scandal kind of thing. It's all allegations. I thought the media was there to tell the truth. It's all allegations. It hasn't been proven. And yet, people are making judgment calls on this leader. And, women leaders, we have to, if we talk about women leaders, and they should take their place at the table, we have to provide an enabling environment for them. We have to. So that's why we have been calling for temporary special measures. And we've always been knocked off by the last government, by this government. Also, that has been knocked off. So that is the first step, which other countries like Solomon Islands in the Pacific have done. So we need to have that. We need to, stop doing this kind of things. We should encourage their leadership. And for this particular minister, this has been a systematic targeting, from removing her as leader of government business in Parliament. That was the first blow. And we don't know what for. Do you people know? I don't know. It has never, and even she doesn't know. Some very obscure, not following the rules, or making the speaker angry by not following the rules. What rules did she break? No one has told her that she was removed. She took that. And now they've removed her. And remember, this person has got votes second to the Prime Minister. She should be one of the deputy prime ministers, deputy to the prime minister, deputy prime minister, yeah. But she didn't take that up. None of the deputy prime ministers come anywhere near the number of votes she got, 11,000. And she has, over the years, the 3 elections, she has systematically gotten more and more votes till she's here. She's been able to do, and this is how she's being treated, because she doesn't conform. Women leaders have to, and this is a women's rights issue, women leaders have to play dumb in front of men. It's a boys' club. They have to play dumb in front of men. Then they are accepted. Or they walk around like this and keep smiling and act like a schoolgirl and don't show that you are too smart. Don't show that you are an equal. And you have to dress a particular way. And you have to keep smiling at the men. And as long as you do that, you are okay. But as soon as you step out of the norm, that is how society, a patriarchal society works. And you are irking people. And I'm sure the women in the media who are here, you will find that out too. And many women dumb themselves down. As a feminist, I ask, why? Why can't we be smart and show our smartness that we do know? Why can't we be equal with our brothers, with our colleagues, male colleagues, and so on? And that is what is happening to leadership. It's very, very sad. And the fact that biggest women's global, the Commission of on the Status of Women, that is held in New York, every year, that our delegation is missing the minister. And that is very sad. So is this government really serious about women's leadership? That is where we are at. Well, I think a giant step would be for the Prime Minister to behave decently and do the right thing and reinstate Lynda, and really look at the facts and not make a decision based on allegations, so that women know we will be protected. And this kind of conversation should not come in place. Women should be encouraged, and I see an assistant minister is going around telling them, stand up and show your hands and so on. You can't just tell women that, because it's years and years of suppression and oppression of women. We can't do that. We can't just tell women, put your hand up. They say, what have you got for them? How do we encourage them? The men have to be allies, and the men have to accept it, whether they like it or not, that women are their equals. And when women and men work together, we'll get the greatest results. It's like a bird flying with both wings. They go the furthest. One wing is broken, we don't achieve as much as we can. Yeah? So I think there's a lot that needs to be done. I think people need, one of the things that the Crisis Centre has always advocated for is gender-sensitive trainings, gender sensitization at every level, from our top, from the Parliament to everybody else. We should, once you do that, we can achieve a lot. So that's recognizing women as equals, as human beings, their human rights, and also looking at what is the root cause of all the discrimination. And that is not being done. We're just telling women, come on, look at me. I've reached here. And a lot of women who talk like that are very privileged. We have to understand, why don't women put their hands up? They have always been told in the home, carry the burden, but don't raise your voice. Don't demand, don't ask for anything. And that is, we internalize, and generation after generation of women. So we have to do that. We have to gender sensitize, we have to encourage, we have to be there for them, and we have to give them positions of power. They be allowed to speak. Look at all the political parties. Who are in the executive? Where are the women? It's all the men. You might find one woman somewhere, here and there, but no. So we have to say, women, put up your hands, we are here to support you. And women have to support women. On this International Women's Day, I say to people, solidarity, sisterhood is very, very important. We don't have to like each other, but we must stand up for each other's rights. We must do that. We should not let personalities come in between. And the men have to work as allies if we want to go far. And there are many, many things that can be done. And there are many local women who can support this, and many local women out there, our women who are out there who can take up leadership positions. Look at them. When you give it to them, you have the right environment, women do so well.